Stop flipping your flippin' eggs. Do this instead. This is light fry eggs. I'm not flipping these eggs, I'm just putting them in a pan and I'm gonna let them cook. So I got a hot pan going already. Got this at pretty medium high heat, so we're gonna get a little shock wave of butter splashing. 2 tablespoons or more of butter, maybe almost 3 tablespoons. I can fit about 7 eggs in this pan from practice. Got hot butter in there. I don't want this is not a high cook, real fast cook. This is my light fry eggs, so I'm just gonna start adding eggs right in. So they're just gonna go all over in the pan and cook in this butter. I'm just getting all of these eggs in the pan. Probably didn't space them out as well as I normally do, but they're in there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna get them into positions, separate them out a little bit from each other, and then I'm gonna let them cook. So they're in a lot of butter. I'm just gonna maybe season them with a little salt and a little pepper, and then I'm gonna cook them. They're gonna take about 10 minutes. I've got a pan with a lid, and they're just gonna cook nice and slow all the way through. As you look at your eggs, you might wanna stop them at some point. You want them a little runny, but pretty easy to get these cooked all the way through. Just be patient with it. So I'm just gonna loosen them up a little bit to make sure that all that butter gets in there, gets all the way underneath, right? That way they're not sticking. You can add a little water to this pan at some point and it'll kind of poach these eggs, but you can play around with that. Now is a time where I like to just kind of go in and carve out my individual little pieces. That'll also help the butter to get around underneath everything. Just as they start to firm up like this. So yeah, look at that. Individual little egg pieces all kind of cooked together, uniformly cooked. I can do that when they're all together like this. And we just make sure that we get the butter to go in everywhere. And then give this some time. I've got my eggs going. I've got my bagels coming out. So these have been in for about 10 minutes or 8 minutes. Yeah, low and slow, as I like to say. So you can see how these eggs, they're all individual. You know, if somebody wants a little bit of a runnier egg, that's right there. And at this point, you can kind of turn this pan off. These will continue to cook. But we're not flipping these. We're just leaving them in the pan like this. And the method to kind of get them cooked all the way through is to have that lid on. It'll keep all that heat down. So we're ready to eat these. How good is that? Oh, that's perfect.